Hello everybody, nice to see you all back here again. Here's another one of my coaching tips today for you. Much of my work that I do at initial-impact.com and also eslbusinessenglishexperts.com is about helping you improve your confidence, increase your confidence. Now, you might be someone who speaks English as a second language, or you may actually be a native speaker. I work with many native speakers too, professionals who really want to feel that in their meetings and presentations that they can command the respect and attention of their audience. And it can be nerve-wracking if you're not used to public speaking to be able to do that and feel comfortable and confident. If you're using English as your second language, it's even more challenging, I believe, because not only are you having to think and possibly even sometimes translate back and forth between your native language and English, you're also trying to construct at the same time and do it in a native way so that what you're saying doesn't sound strange or unfamiliar, and that's where idioms can come in very handy. But what I want to speak to you today about is confidence. I want to give you some confidence. Now, many of my students say to me, I can't possibly compete with my colleagues in meetings. They speak English far better than me. They seem to know what they're talking about. And I work with a fantastic Japanese student. Hello to you. She is amazing. Now, my lovely Japanese student came to me many months ago and she was struggling with her confidence in meetings. And in a way, she said, my American boss, who is more direct and just kind of very harsh, just runs rings around me. That's a good idiom. It means that no matter what she tries to do in a meeting, she can't keep up or didn't feel she could keep up with her boss. And she said, she's far smarter than me. She's always going to know more than me. And I said, why do you think she's smarter than you? And she goes, well, the first thing is she speaks excellent English. And I said, right. I said, but how does that make her smarter than you? Okay, her English vocabulary might be better than yours at the moment. She might have more advanced sentence structures, but why does that make her smarter? And then I said to her, so tell me about your boss. How good is her Japanese skills? And she went, well, she doesn't speak any Japanese at all. I said, okay. I said, so you're telling me that you both speak Japanese and also very good English, and you still think your boss is smarter than you? Okay, so the thing is here, we are working with a preconception from this student's point of view that because her English wasn't as good as her boss's, that somehow translated into her boss being totally smarter than she is, which is what we call generalization. And we start to randomly then expand out everything we believe based upon one thing that is not related actually to the other. How good her boss's native English is has nothing to do with how smart or intelligent her boss may or may not be. And my student, I happen to believe, is exceptionally skilled at her job. The problem is that her confidence, or lack of, was getting in the way of speaking in meetings and actually taking on her boss a little bit and trying to challenge in a nice, respectful way some of the suggestions her boss was making and stand up and stand her ground. Okay, that's a good idiom, meaning to, yeah, okay, so this is what I believe in, and whilst they hear what you're saying, boss, I believe that that could be a bad move for our company, and here's why. Let me explain, okay? So when we talk about confidence, we worked extensively together using NLP, and I call it the bubble technique. It's a fantastic technique, and I'm going to teach it to you today. So it's really, really simple. All I want you to do, if you struggle with your confidence in a meeting or a public speaking skill, is this. I want you to create a bubble. Now, it can be like a soap bubble, it can be a special supernatural force field bubble, it can be made of plasma, it can be made of cotton, whatever you want to make this bubble of. But the thing is that it completely surrounds and encapsulates you, 100%, okay? Now, this bubble is kind of bulletproof. Okay, negativity proof. This comes in very handy if you're working with toxic people as well, or if you're in an abusive situation. Your bubble is your friend. And whenever you go into these situations, or even when you get out of bed and just go out into the world, get into your bubble first, obviously in your head, metaphorically speaking. I want you to make your bubble as vivid as you can. What color is your bubble? Okay, as I say, what is it made of? Does it have some special properties to it that only you know? And that bubble now protects you. It means that any negativity, any fears of somebody else's doubts about your self-worth or your ability to speak English or be confident and to be understood and respected in meetings kind of bounces off that bubble now. right? And I want you to really visualize. You have to make this as visual as you can and practice again and again, getting into that bubble, zipping it up or locking it in or whatever your bubble does to wrap you up, okay? But you're safe in your bubble now. Right? And the cool thing about this bubble is it's only one way. So negativity can't get in. People's criticisms or judgment just bounces off like ping, 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 ping. But what you have to say still gets right through that bubble. You can stay calm in your bubble and you can hold your place in your space in meetings or presentations to stay in your grounded position, taking nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And stay calm. When they escalate, if you get a toxic person, you don't escalate with them. You don't get involved in their nightmare because they love that toxic people. They want to drag you out of your bubble and into their nightmare. But now you've got your bubble, they can't reach you. You are safe. And this bubble technique really helped my student, amazingly so. In fact, so much so she actually took the time to message me and say, I didn't think this would work, but I don't believe what's just happened. She managed to have a meeting with her boss and this time actually speak up, to share her voice and say it in a confident way that stood her ground and made her point of view. But as she said, she was able to hold a nice, calm, steady position. The other killer thing that happened, because this was always a problem for her, is that she couldn't usually think fast enough in her meetings to construct everything she wanted to say. This time in her bubble, because she was calm, she could, and she stopped thinking or worrying about what her English construction was like, and she just went for it. So this story alone should give you great confidence that the bubble technique could work for you. And if you'd like to try it out, book your 15 minutes free Zoom call with me. I'd love to show you the bubble technique properly, okay? This is not the way to do it. Get in touch with me. The links are down below there, even if it's the only time we meet. I want to reach as many people worldwide to help you all improve your confidence and get you just moving forward in your lives, all right? So it'll be a pleasure to work with you. I hope to see you soon. And remember, zip that bubble up and get going. See you soon.